not be small thing. Network is always like that. Facebook not let play music again, because when you play music, they are always there to seize it. I salute everyone out there. Anyhow it's going to be like, let's do a quick one and a quick short video to appreciate God for life. Today, a lot of people are celebrating their birthday. I pray God give you a long life as you celebrate your birth. Today, we go try to quickly check some few things, because most times we as a human beings, they always neglect facts. I want to salute every man and woman that will be watching this broadcast, wherever you're going to be watching it from. May the good Lord continue to strengthen you all. We shall see a Nigeria that will give us peace and hope. And all the best of it all, we shall get it in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus. Those who stand on the inside and the corner on the fence to see that Nigeria get destroyed and they are mismanaging our resources, they and their children will perish without even benefiting from all the troubles and the confusion they create for the innocent ones. And the issue when I really want to let us to quickly check, maybe because I want to just replay this video when I did watch them most time, and I try to check the medias, because a lot of people they ignore them. And I see before now there is a lot of confusion. When the issue of Mr. Osaze Ero comes up, Governor Obaseki were just in the picture for Edo people. So that man, they put everything on him, that they were together, all sort of manner of ways from different areas, which I see everything as politics, or in the name of to destroy that man. I always say my own part. If you expect differences or things that is good to happen in Nigeria, we need to, in short, just bury PDP and APC. And anywhere you see such people that who also participate, and when I mean participate, those who are in the government that are not functioning now need to be buried along. Because I surprised when all those kind of people tomorrow they come out again, giving out money, dishing out money, rice and food stuff. Yeah, I salute you, brother. That is Prince the Dawn. God will bless you, brother. You are one brother that I always cherish every day. How's the family? So the issue why I want to play this video of Osaze Ero, because a lot of social media blogger, all of them, then I remember how they were all coming up, pumping out like sardine, just to make sure they blackmail Governor Obaseki, that he has a hand on the issue of Mr. Osaze Ero, or in the name of how to destroy that man. And they always talk this thing. If you people did not allow somebody that who want to do something to do, you create problem. There are times, sometimes, hey, let them say, God bless you, brother. I always respect people that will respect good things. People where they want things to happen. So when I see issues like this, sometimes we need to come together to find a way to a solution to how to see how we can fix our state. Because if our graduate can come to Europe, be doing all sort of manner of jobs with all the degree, all the resources their parents, their brothers and sisters spend to see them through the schooling period, paying for all sort of things, transport and all, paying for house rent, that and all, every uniform and everything, feeding and allowance and all. At the end, ending up in coming to abroad to come and be doing a lot of things. The quick one, a lot of people come out, they begin to castigate the governor of Edo State in the issue of Mr. Osaze Ero. If you go watch my video, which I came out then, if you watch what I said, and I believe today, when the man came out, he speaks about it. Everything, goes according to the way I say it. Some certain things in life, we need to calm down so that we can get it right, for us not to be making a mistake. Bringing confusion to the society, so we will remain like that. If you look the issue of the way government are functioning in Nigeria today, you will go and check since 1960 to 1970 till now, till date. It's still the same way because they always have the same idea. If the cartoon or robot we have in Aso Rock today is operating the way it's operating, go and check 1980 something. That is the same way he has always been operating. Since he has been in life, since he has been in corridor of the power, that is the same way. Bringing confusion, jailing people unnecessarily. Anyone that who want to speak, who want to say the way it is, they will find a way to make sure they crumble that person. They kill that person. They silence that person so that he will not be useful. Anything that will make Nigeria to be a better place, they will do everything, all sort of manner of things to see that they make sure that those things never work. So that is the way they function. So if you see today people coming out, they want to come out again as PDP, APC, the same people want to change their style, going to another party to see how they can come back to destroy the economies again. They will go different, they go extra length to gain a position or a midst of becoming a useful to the government, all in the name of selfish interest. So this issue of Mr. Osazero, I watched this our man, this station. I was watching the interview. I said, so if all these things they said about Governor Obaseki, so it's not Obaseki's fault, how will these people who were criticizing or putting everything on Obaseki, what will they say now? So I will want them to quit. Because you are in opposition, you are now AP. Let me say now you are APC. You felt that the nation or Nigeria or those state is no longer your state, or you want to do everything to make sure that you spoil the things in the state because you did not gain access to become the leader or to be the government. You spoiling it, at the end the whole thing will come back at you. It's like you pointing one finger to somebody while the remaining four is coming, or three coming back at you. So you people creating confusion or in the system today, you will create it at the end. Everything will return back at you because there is no amount of a car you are going to buy today, or jeep you are going to acquire today, or houses or hotel you are going to build today when there is no good road, there is no light, there is no system to produce a good student or people good graduates. Tomorrow everything will be as building house on top of dust, will be useless. So before I will proceed in my talking, let me quickly play this video so that you can see what I'm talking about the interview the man have with Mr. Osazero, how the man nailed it. And I'm going to be going to the Lai Mohammed Minister of Information. They all, and the so-called people who are focusing on the artifact of Edo State today, they all have to come back now and focus on how to go and release all these citizens, Nigeria citizens who are garnishing in the cell for something they know nothing about. Minister, the ambassador they all have in every country, most of the countries, they are all useless. They are just there for their selfish interests. They don't care about the people. Thank God this thing happened for a reason. Arresting Mr. Osazero is for a reason. I want him now to get up to do everything to see how he would fight to make sure he release our brothers and sisters who is languishing in cells, in prison, in Western Europe, in Western world. So arresting you, Mr. Ero. So I will come back to that. Let me quickly play it for you all so that I can tell him what he has to push further. He should not see it as if maybe the incident happened just for formality. It happened for a reason, and which he have to take it upon himself to make sure he do the needful. So just let me quickly play this few minutes video for you to watch. Maybe you must have seen it, but we that who say the way it is, we need to replay it. Maybe you have not seen it, but if you have seen it, I want you to listen to when I'm analyzing it so that you can get what really happens or what really, the way it is.
Continues in his global quest to secure the return of precious artifacts stolen from the ancient kingdom of Benin by British colonial forces in 1897. We're now being joined by the former Edo State Commissioner for Arts, Culture and Tourism, Osase Ozenwege Ero. Good morning, Osase, and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Michelle.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Very quickly, as Edo State Commissioner for Arts, Culture and Tourism, you were actively involved in the negotiations for the return of the Benin artifacts. Now we are at a stage where Germany has agreed to return some of those artifacts, and yet we now have issues around ownership, around custody, and you know all the stakeholders involved. So, from what you know, who is the actual owner of these artifacts? Is it the palace, or the state government, or the Igbo community? And who should take custody of those artifacts when they eventually return?
Well, thank you for having me here. And this is a very controversial question. But again, we should know that as Benin's, the Omonobanedo Ukuapolopolo, His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Benin, is the custodian of our culture, Edo culture. And I don't think there's any controversy. As a former commissioner for art and culture, we were working in the interest of returning those artifacts back to Edo State. And the Great State Governor as well has worked tirelessly for the return of those artifacts, traveling up and down, setting up committees to make sure those artifacts are returned. Those artifacts were stolen from the states, from the Benin in 1897, and there's been a lot of issues surrounding the return. As Commissioner for Culture, we were working seriously on that, and I'm glad that we are discussing the return of those artifacts now. Again, we created a lot of awareness as state government and as Commissioner for Culture in about these artifacts. In 2018, we did the Edo Festival for Arts and Culture when we exhibited the photo of these stolen artifacts in their various locations across the globe. I mean, the museums where these artifacts are kept. And we've done a lot of work, create awareness, and that's Edo Festival and the exhibition of those stolen artifacts were done in the Palace of the Royal Majesty in 2018, commissioned by the governor of Edo State, Obaseki. So I don't think there's any issue with this. We just need to put our house in order, and most importantly, that now that these artifacts, the Germans have agreed to return these stolen artifacts, which is a step forward compared to where we were some years back. Again, I was on a trip in 2019 to having a meeting with the Nigerian ambassador to Germany, His Excellency Ambassador Tuga, and the Berlin Artifact Registration Campaign, when I was actually arrested in 2019 in Amsterdam. So I'm glad that this is coming home. I just came back yesterday, and I'm happy that we're coming home. And it will be resolved. There's no issue, because press should stop spreading a lot of rumors. People are now coming that they have interest in this, they have interest in that. We know as Benin's, as the Edo people, that we're glad that these artifacts are coming back home.
Okay, we'll come to the story of your arrest and your deal in just a moment. But for someone who has been in the know of all of this and monitoring the recent conversations, what has been most surprising for you or shocking for you? And I ask because there seems to be a back and forth. There was an understanding initially for way back from the father of the current Oba to establish a royal museum, and he, according to Oba Iware II, he says the governor was in the know of that as well, and he was surprised to hear that there was a new private trust being set up. So what exactly do you know, and what is surprising to you? What has been the most shocking revelation for you so far in all of this ongoing conversations?
These conversations between the Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, and His Royal Majesty, I was not there. So I think the best person to answer that question would be the Governor. So I can't be speaking to things that I was not part of. But what I'm saying as the Benin son, the Royal Majesty, the father, the Oba of Benin, is the custodian of our culture. And the most important is that the artifacts has been agreed to come back home. There's still a lot of job to be done on this, because it's not just saying this. There's going to be a lot of work. It's not something that's going to come tomorrow or next tomorrow or that. But the process is being started. So we need to put our heads together to work seriously for these things to be actualized. It's not only the Germans that have it, the British have it. We have our museum, these artifacts in Philadelphia, in Minnesota, museums across the globe. Like I said, when we did Edo Fest in 2018, we exhibited, where these artifacts are, being domiciled across the globe. So I'm glad. The most important is the step forward that the Germans have agreed to return it, which is very good. So other countries like France, Britain, and other places will take, the lead and do the same thing. Okay?
Right, Mr. Asevigero, let's talk about your ordeal. What happened? Why were you arrested? What is this ordeal?
Very good question. Like I said, I was on official duty to Berlin on the 2nd of December 2019. In company with the former commissioner for local government and cheaters affair for the model site bubble. We were actually going for a meeting about these artifacts on the invitation of the Nigerian ambassador to Germany, His Excellency Ambassador Tuga. Where, en route through Amsterdam, we used KLM flight, we left Lagos and got to Amsterdam, and transit, and I was surprised that I put my passport through the transit hall and be flagged up. And, I called the police and asked them what was going on, and they said, that there's issue with my passport, that I'm wanted in Italy. I said, Italy? What's going on? He said, for mafia-related offenses. I was shocked. I was surprised. I was confused. I didn't understand, because the last time I visited Italy was in 2013. And you're telling me that I've been wanted in Italy for the mafia-related offenses. So we did I called the governor immediately to tell him what was going on. And the first question the governor asked, are you innocent? I said, sir, yes, I am. I don't even know what is going on. Of course, I called my friends and my families and all that. And, we were all confused. So we started the process, got the lawyers, got in Nigeria. I called the Nigerian ambassador to Germany, Ambassador Tuga, who invited us and told him what was going on. He contacted his colleague in Holland. And they gave me a lawyer. We started the process. We still even didn't know what was going on. We went to court, tried to fight the extradition, because my lawyer requested for more proof from Italy to tell them what was actually going on. They didn't bring anything, only for them to say that I was involved in mafia-related offenses with a very huge crimes of kidnapping. The allegations was kidnapping, prostitution, human trafficking, importation and exportation of firearms, importation and exportation of drugs, importation and exportation of it was serious. So I didn't even know where to begin from. So we did all we could, went to court, tried to fight the extradition. Eventually it failed, and I was extradited to Rome, Italy, on the 21st of February 2020, where the case actually started. Then on the 9th of March, I had the opportunity to be in court, first time, with the Freedom Court. And my lawyers challenged my arrest because they said the arrest procedure was not properly followed. There were a lot of errors in the prosecutor's arrest procedure. When we had a victory on the 12th of March, and I was released, only for the prosecutor to come again and arrest me and said he was issuing a prosecutor's arrest warrant without even leaving the prison. So for all this, it became clear that I was a victim of racial discrimination and the manipulation of a very corrupt prosecutor, Dr. Stefano Castanelli, of Italian justice system. That was what is going on, that went on. So we started the process, he rearrested me again, we went to court, and then July 10th, we had the opportunity to be in front of the court again and the judge, which was a pre-trial. So in all this while, I was in maximum security in Rome. I was thinking that I would have the opportunity to, once I go to the court, tell the judge what happened, and there's no single evidence against all these allegations, I will be released. But that was not the case. We were dealing with a very corrupt prosecutor who has jailed over 300 Nigerians in prison in maximum security across the globe, in Italy. So he said, I came for a meeting in 2013, and luckily enough, the meeting was recorded, was blocked by police, which was very good. He did his translation. He had it very doctored, and my lawyers, we paid paid for another translation as well, and it was different from the one he presented in court. So on the 10th of July, I raised my hand and told the judge, where is your evidence against me? You've kept me in maximum security in prison for over 7 months. I still don't know what I've still not seen any single evidence of your accusations. So when the judge said, then the lawyer said, the prosecutor said I should do the short trial, which they call a previato there. And a short trial, then you have 2/3 of your conviction sentence, and you have gone on or you do the long trial, which takes about 4 years, almost 4 years for the trial, and you do the complete sentence if you are convicted. And I told my lawyer, what is different? He said the short trial, the judge you based on the case file. And apparently the prosecutor investigated the so-called association for over 5 years. Because they brought the case file to me and I read through it, saw it's been on their phone, there were phone interceptions for over 5 years. He's been on the case, investigated the people that he was investigating there. So I said, there was no conversation between myself and anybody in Italy. So just because I attended the meeting in 2013.
Sorry to interrupt you. May just continue.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so we had a pre-trial on the 10th of July, and I asked the judge, where is the evidence against me that you're calling me a mafia kingpin? And apparently he couldn't produce anything. And only for the prosecutor to say that I should do the short trial and have a house arrest. I said, you give me house arrest, you're already convicting me without even producing the evidence that you have against me. Apparently that's the system. That is what he's been doing to over 200 or 300 Nigerians that we have there. So I said, no, I told my lawyers, let's go for the long trial. As long, even if it's going to take 4 years or 5 years or 6 years, let them produce the evidence they have against me. And before, we go on with the case. So we took the option of the long trial. They keep on postponing the case, keep on postponing adjourning and all that. And because of COVID, coronavirus as well, that didn't help matters. So, but eventually, when you got a date in November 24th, 2020, I was then transferred from Rome to Torino, where the case actually was. And, what was a very strong deal again, being on 11 hours in Ankoff and being on that route to Torino. So we got to Torino, we have this date on the 24th of November, and the prosecutor now presented a manual, and he said that because the judge asked him, where is your evidence against Mr. Senege that you are calling him a mafia kingpin? Only for the prosecutor to produce a manual, a forged manual, and said that this is the manual that the association used for their crimes. I said, is this a joke? You're calling me a mafia kingpin accused of, association that is involved in the importation and exportation of firearms, importation and exportation of cocaine drugs from South America to Nigeria to Italy, according to them, prostitution, human trafficking, extortion, kidnapping, and killings. And there is no single complaint, there is no single evidence, there is nothing to even show all these allegations. So you're producing a manual. And when we went through the manual, I saw that the manual was even forged. So I was laughing. It was a joke. I thought it was a joke. But then I've already spent almost 1 year in prison, in maximum security. And when I got to Torino prison, I met a few Nigerians who have been there for 4 years in the same offenses. And I asked them, what did people do? They told me they didn't do anything. They all did a short trial. They didn't have money to take lawyers. They didn't have money. They didn't have a case because the government, the prosecutor, gave them government lawyers that he was manipulating as well against them. So they have a chance to make appeal. I said, okay, why do you guys have it? You've been there for almost 2 years. You made an appeal for more than 2 years. Why did you not, speak in your appeal? They said that when it got to the appeal, they've already given them 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, according to their positions, the association. And when it got to the day of the appeal, they told them that if you don't agree to all these, to the allegations, that you're going to be, the 10 years and 9 years, they will confirm it. But if you agree that you committed the crime, then they reduce their sentence to 6 years and 7 years. That is what the man was saying. So I was shocked. I said, okay, that's fine. I took the long trial. So we did all that, and on the 11th of February, 2021, it was the first day I had the opportunity to speak in court. And I told the judge that first of all, I'm very disappointed that I've been kept in prison for over 1 year without no single evidence of crime committed. And all these allegations by this prosecutor, there's no single crime, there's no single evidence. The crime was not even committed, and you kept me here for over this time. So I spoke to the judge, and I proved them. I told them that the only physical evidence that was produced, the Ford manual, is fault, and it cannot be used against me. And I told them that the justice all over the world is about facts and evidence, and this should not be an exception. First of all, I'm a senior government official who was arrested on official duty. Secondly, I'm a British citizen. So we got the British embassy involved through the MP. So they came and wrote to the lawyers and through the lawyers to the judge. So we had all those things going because the trial was fixed for 6 months. Supposed to be end of March. Then they keep on adjourning and all that. But the case became very clear to me. The prosecutor was investigating few individuals who were involved in petty crime, in credit card fraud and marijuana sales in Italy. And apparently because of the meeting that we had in 2013, he now concluded and decided that this is a Nigerian criminal organization. And I told them that it's not all Nigerians that are criminals. Yes, we have a lot of people committing crime, serial crime across the globe, but everybody's not a criminal. And you cannot hold me here in prison without any single evidence of the crime of all your allegations against me.
Okay. Also say quickly, I take it that you've now been discharged and acquitted.
Yes.
That's why you returned to the country yesterday.
Exactly.
At the time that case happened, part of the reports in the papers was that you were arrested for money laundering. That you were found with some $20,000.
$2 million.
$2 million. Yes. So you are saying now that it's not about money laundering, it's about mafia-related, crimes, and you've been discharged. But you also recall that at that time, the Edo State government issued a statement saying that your trip had nothing to do with state, responsibility. There was a statement that more or less disowned you. Did you feel disappointed, considering the fact that you said you contacted the governor and he asked you whether you had done anything wrong and you assured him that you were innocent? Were you disappointed by the fact that the state government disowned you?
No, there's a mistake. The governor did not say that it was not on official duty. I read a statement by the special advisor to the governor of media, Crusoe. He said that, yes, I've been arrested, but it has nothing to do with the governor or the state government, which was correct. Because not that it disowned me. The governor stood by me from day one. The governor contacted the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Oyema. I was on the phone to the governor from the detention center in Amsterdam, and he picked the other phone to call Mr. Oyema and said, look, my commissioner has been arrested. He told me he's innocent, and I believed him. And there's nothing the governor could do to come to Italy or Amsterdam to bring me out of prison. He had to use the diplomatic process through the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the ambassador to Nigeria or to that country. I'm very disappointed that the Minister of Foreign Affairs did not act, not just because of my case, but because of the Nigerians, all the other innocent Nigerians that are kept in prison. This kind of primitive politics, and of course, unfortunately, end the governor's sympathy and stabilize the people's loyalty to Governor Obaseki. And that is why he's there back as the governor. I was not around, but people saw those primitive politics. How can you say in this modern age that somebody will carry $2 million and you will believe it? And even people that have traveled far and wide because of campaign and because of election started saying it. I was disappointed. But you can see that the governor never even responded because he knew they were all lies.
Okay. As I say, we're trying to manage time.
Because of time factor, let me quickly look at it from the right way, the way it is. You hear from the man they call the horse's mouth. How will you feel now? You that were just there every day by day, you come out in the media, you started saying all sorts of things against the governor. How will you feel now? Hearing from the man, just exactly the way I say it. So in all these old things, my people, a lot of things, he said a lot of things that really bother me, that we all need to really focus on. If you want me to just finish it, I can play it finished, but if you can go to internet, you can get it. Because I think we have about maybe 4 minutes and 26 seconds to end it all, to end the interview. He said a lot of things there. What I'm trying to say is this. I will want to beg Mr. Ero, I know if you look me well, you go remember, you go know me too. So, the incident that happened to you, sir, don't see it as a May play. Don't see it as as just a thing that may be a normal thing. It all happened for a reason. It happens for a reason. Minister of Information, Mr. Lai Mohammed. Mr. Lai Mohammed. Okay, let me see what my man said. He said, my guy, thanks for the video, for this video you just played. Now, because many useless people and Ranomingo, oh Lord, I know, yes, you were watching the video, so I like people that will say the way it is. Let me finish it. So let us just finish it before I can talk to Mr. Ero, and I believe he knew me very well. So let me end it.
The cultural artifacts. You said the artifacts may not come back so early. How long will it take? 5 years, 10 years before the process would end? And the Germans are saying this is just about moral responsibility. They are going to return some of the artifacts, not all. And I recall the Minister of Information.
Yeah, God's power, my man, another sincere man to watch in the media. God will bless you, brother. Keep on doing what you know how to do.
What do you think is likely to happen?
Don't forget, I'm no longer the Commissioner for Art and Culture. So there are processes. There are people that will handle those cases. There are people that will see from the beginning to the end to make sure those artifacts are returned. The most important thing is that it's coming back, on which I'm very pleased about. But there's something very important I need to tell you. We have over 300 to 400 Nigerian youths who are in prison unjustly because of this.
I love that. Keep hammering on that, sir.
That crime. I made a promise to them that I'm going to raise a voice. I'm going to create awareness.
I love that, sir. Just keep hammering on that.
And it begins from here. Because every opportunity that I have is to tell the world what is going on. And we must fight as Nigeria, because I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, please can. I salute you.
There was no support from the Nigerian government. It is wrong. I have spoken to the chairperson of Nigerian Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri, who is very, very proactive, who is very vocal, and she's ready to work with us to make sure that those innocent people are released. It's important, because these over 300 Nigerians, they have families, they have wives, they have children, they have parents who are suffering as well. So we must not sit down and let them languish in prison because of a very corrupt...
Let me help him to hit on that again. If you see, the artifact now is the ball of contention for Lai Mohammed and his president. They focus, once they heard about the issue of artifact, you see, they all ran out from their cave. They ran out. Now they are not deliberating on issue of artifact. We are talking about human beings, innocent souls, our Nigerians, that who are worth more than the artifact, that who are languishing in cell for something they know nothing about. And thank God he said he has spoken to the Minister of Information. All these people, once they heard about anything that is going to be concerning money, you will see Nigeria government, they will want to function. They run down to, you see, from the federal, they run to Edo State now because of issue of artifact. Now I will see how they will feel about our citizens, our brothers and sisters, that who are languishing in cell for something they know nothing about. So what happened to Mr. Ero? This is the same thing that they are doing to the rest people. Let us just quickly finish the video before I will come and say something about it. We still have 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Yes, Shomole was part of the arrest of this man because of Obaseki election. Yes, you see how the useless people were teaming up against an innocent man.
Is to make sure we support this campaign for the immediate release of those innocent Nigerians. I don't care whatever their justice system are. The prosecutors are very corrupt, and it is proven. And they are using us for modern day slavery because the European Union are paying paying money to them for fighting mafia. We don't have Nigerian mafia. We don't have mafia in Nigeria. And I'm not against anybody committing crime. If you commit any crime, of course, do the time. You should be prosecuted with evidence and let the person do the time. But these Nigerians are left in prison. We must speak out. You understand? No matter how long it takes, if we're going to lead a protest to raise awareness for them to be released. It must be done.
Okay, real quickly. What's your political future? Now you're back to the stage. You're no longer commissioner. You're still a politician. What's your political future?
My
What
political
next?
future, God will decide. But my priority is to make sure that these guys are released. That is my focus right now. And we will decide on what we need to do. I'm not, God brought me out of this problem, because if it wasn't God, I won't be talking to you here today. So God will decide my future. God will decide wherever we're going to go. But I want to say, every opportunity that we must make sure that we raise awareness and these boys are released.
Who are you seeking damages? Are you seeking redress? Because you say this is...
No, the damages they will pay. They will pay for it. The Italian government will pay for that. My people, you heard it all. I believe not too long ago, a lot of people came out, saying all sort of things against Governor Obaseki about these Mr. Aero issues. And I will urge them also to come out now, to come and rub their faces on shame to the public and say and beg, apologize to Governor Obaseki for their foolishness. One thing in life, if you don't know, don't go out there and be saying all sort of things. Yes, I remember you, God's power. I remember how you also came out too. I saw you when you came out. I remember to speak about this issue. I see how people were commenting nonsense against when you were talking also. So, I want the same people, the same set of people to come out and watch this video so that they can also go back and apologize to the man they were all roughing red oil for the food he know nothing about. They did not eat. So, this whole issue is this. What really concerns me here is the federal government, the Minister of Information, as they run down to Edo State now, issues of artifact, they should also run in now to the Western countries and go to every cells in every countries, not just only Italy. Because Mr. Aero, what happened? I see the people interview you. They said, "What is your ambition? What is going to be your next step about becoming in issues of becoming into the politics?" Which you said is only God. And you also say, if not God, you would have not be here. You were taken to that prison not because of just only you. That prison where God sent you there for a purpose. The purpose for you to go and see, waiting your people. How they are all suffering for something they know nothing about. That is just some of them even went to the street to go and do shorty. They picked them and labeled them with sins they know nothing about. All because of frustration the government of Nigeria imposed on them that makes them to run to Western world to go and be seeking for greener pastures. I remember one useless boy who said he went to see his lawyer, and the lawyer told him that Aero is arrested because of God. Yes, you are right, Prince Didon. I saw a lot of video. I believe these same people, they will all come out in shame now to come and say, apologize to the governor. You can hear from Mr. Aero. He said, no, he should not lie against this man. This man know nothing about. You heard when he said, when they arrest him, when he called Mr. Governor asked him, are you innocent? Yes, when the man said, yes, I'm innocent, governor stood by him, doing everything possible to see how to release him. You see, that is, sometimes we all is like, sometimes we all run away from a greener pasture, a land where there is milk and honey, in search of milk and honey in empty ground. Whereas we have it there, just like the governor we have right now. The situation you see in Edo State today, did you think those things just happened in just 5 years or 10 years ago? They have been there. It's like issue of, you will see you will see a lot of people. I think somebody want to speak something. Yes, God's power, if you want to come in, I can add you. I see you're trying to show indication. Just give me one thumbs up, like then, or you just write it. Let me add, I will add you, brother. You are a sincere man. We were saying that is why not just a lot of people come out in media to make noise. They just come out to make noise without saying it the way it is. So let me bring you in. I remember how you were doing it, brother. We were also fighting to see how things will go well. For the society. We care for the society. Sorry, my people, because as I'm trying to add so the audio might be dancing.
Yes, my brother. Good evening.
I salute you. Good evening, brother.
Good evening.
One brother I trust, I know, yes, he's always sincere. You are welcome to the program.
God bless you, sir.
Power.
Praise God forevermore for the release of Ero, the former Commissioner of Arts and Culture in Edo State.
Amen. God is wonderful. God has vindicated us. You can just see, brother.
I've waited for this day. I've waited for this day because, my brother, that incident happened suddenly and everybody were pointing finger at Obaseki, that Obaseki want to embezzle Edo State money or in the name want to do Edo State art and culture.
Yes.
But the truth has to be told like this, my brother. The problem that is happening in Edo State right now, I think now you don't rob everybody. Make I bring her down to our normal English, who everybody
so
got.
now you know me and you now. We're not there to go all those far.
Yeah, the problem for Edo State now don't rob everybody. How it rob everybody? 90% of people were supposed stand to use their voice to speak for that innocent son or daughter of Edo State when they suffer, are these 90% when they give wrong impression, wrong information about leaders and about the land.
Yes.
If Ero no go prison right now, Ero no go no say people they suffer like that.
For where for just the office, they look siren, they enjoy.
And I keep
not know. Everything happen for the purpose.
When God give you an opportunity, when one or two feel listen to you, and you don't use that opportunity, where a day is going to come where that person go ask himself a question. I know what God, the very day when I just take decision, say, we go do the little we go do, then leave the rest for God. Was when one person will create impression for everybody to sons and daughters of Edo State where they Europe, we don't really know much about Edo State. This same person ended up snapping photo with this person, making the world to understand that they are brothers.
Yes.
Now, my question that I asked when I see that picture was, at the end of everything when you do, what is the reward? What will be the change? What will be the impact when you make for the life of people? You understand? So at the end, the problem we have in Edo State now, everybody should stop accusing the governor. As I said it before, I don't know the governor. I've not spoke with him. Me and I never meet one-on-one. If I'm speaking about governor, you know, when I'm speaking about Governor Obaseki, I'm speaking due to what we all have experienced in that land.
Yes.
So now, everyone now, artifact issue come out. My brother, do you know the reason why I choose not to speak about artifact issue? I have to be honest here. The reason why I choose not to speak about artifact issue, a lot of things they happen for Nigeria right now, where we say many of us don't understand. Some people go say the traditional rulers are the governor, they're not there on the same page. Yes, on the good page because of the artifact. But we shouldn't forget that no matter how Pikite stubborn, no matter how Pikite disobey Papa, tomorrow is still to meet that father to reconcile.
100%.
100%. Now, a lot of people took that issue to become war upon war. Then finally, Laila Mohammed, because he don't go Germany to know the worth of that artifact, them.
Artifact. You know, as they like, all those people like good now. You know, they see
yes, now. As the guy go Germany, come back now, he don't see the word. He say, okay, they won't build national museum for them.
He's
There,
supposed
what
to keep for now. So our people they inside said now the language. He go still go build national hotel where go pack our people put.
we go
We
pack
go
them
pay them
up.
come out. Not just the artifact now. So because the thing, thank God now, Mr. Ro don't show. He don't tell
It don't
us
show.
now. See, a
Now,
lot
do
of
you
people
know?
wey dey there.
Do you know hundreds of Nigerians, they are interested about this artifact, but they're not come out. Now only the ones who not understand life and law, now they make noise on social media. When one of my better friend asked me a question about the artifact, do you know we are referring to? I said, when UK will return the loot, Ibori loot, what was the federal government stand? They said they will return money to Nigeria. But at the end of the day, what not happen? They return that money. Now I say, make on arrest. If the artifact lands for Nigeria, our royal palace know what to do to them because they are all educated people. They're not be people who will not go to school. So they know what to do. So we should just fold our hand. Do you know, let me tell you once before I leave that artifact issue. 2 days ago, I was walking and something just flashed my mind. I said, Laila Mohammed is speaking. And what Germany said about this thing is from October next year. I said, who knows if Laila Mohammed will see that day?
They self.
My brother, let's be honest. We are not wishing him death. We are all human.
Who know? Those
You
things are
understand?
spiritual. They are spiritual.
So,
They decide to come back home. They fought the fight by themselves, not be human being.
you
So I
understand?
don't know why. If you watch me when I talk about the same thing, I say I only just say these things are really spiritual. Even
Yes.
Laila Mohammed, if you want to ask all the politicians today, say as they make them swear with juju and Bible and Quran, which one they go choose?
Okay.
All of them go wrong, go wrong, go the whole Bible and Quran. They go wrong for
That's
the
all. Because they know say.
now go back so.
So we should let's leave. I said there are fights humans don't need to fight. The artifact will return at the right time, and the gods of that land will do their fights. You understand? So let's go back to a raw issue. My brother, let's be honest here. A lot of Nigerians are suffering.
100%.
You understand? Innocent brothers and sisters we don't know one.
I say you go day street, they hustle, they do shoroti. You go see police, they come the way they want to bungle our brothers and sisters.
You understand?
Because of the streets. And so they will carry them go say police for our brother, they beat our people anyhow for no sin. They question they say what you come find for their land. Una land get everything. Go log some for his said, put allegation. Thank God now. Okay, it happened to somebody that who is also in power. This thing happened to Mr. Ro now.
Yes.
It should not make me want to talk to him because I know this man and I believe say he will know me. Maybe if you not remember now, he will know. So making use your own authority, your own power. As he don't verse say he go do everything to see, he go see all these our brothers through. And make he use this office again now, this power we God give him, tell Laila Mohammed. If he talk about artifact again, make fire burn him out. He has to be talking about the people because now human being, now as I said, we say they contribute in all ways to Nigeria economics. If not be the people where they inside, where you they inside and people where they are abroad there now, that's the part what they talk about today. Waiting will they produce for Nigeria.
Okay.
Waiting our university or they teach our people where we say then they go at the end of the manufacture. Waiting with the fee carry. Not be only waiting that they do. If you go Seaport, because I do clear an important agent. On Sunday, we be saying a strike night, we be holiday. You go see say government on Sunday they go they discharge equipment and cars, new cars. The kind car where be say you know where they for go the driver and you don't go know because
you not
those
go know.
cars, those heavy car on Sunday they go they discharge them for Seaport. So ask me now one thing apart from if they want to smuggle things out now to come carry our crops, our cashew, our timber, and our few things raw material what we get our goods. Now then they come thief for those states. Apart from that, from Nigeria, apart from that, tell me now one thing where we say then they produce where then all the offices with them. So okay, see then that they have been where they call them DSS have been the Laila Mohammed. See where the kind this way they go they build, where not make sense. So now, as then they build they plan how to build the National Museum for Abuja. Make it build, use the money now, take a follow each country. Since you don't hear now, say our people, they innocent people, they inside say papa person, mama person, all of them they inside say for seeing they know nothing about. Just as they arrest Mr. Road now. They arrest this man, I see allegation where they put on now. They see everything when he quote, they call him mafia, everything, but even the waiting the Fulani, Buhari and the men they do for their side for Northern. They put all the allegation, kidnapper, killing and everything. They put upon this man, drugs and everything. Even the money where people they media, I don't want to start to mention their names. Where they will come say yes, the Governor Obaseki give them 20 million, they have much million.
20 million US dollar. I'll be 20 million.
He go come talk and what can they do? Some you will see some lazy noise maker for media. All of them start come and begin make noise. I want the same people now to do their needful. Make them come media, come they apologize to the governor because they know you know if you just they castigate somebody. All the lies where they don't lie against this man, still the whole thing. All these things now to draw person backward. How will such a man move forward? How will such a man move forward? Now I see what my brother Prince right. My day, the way Lai Mohammed now Matt of what he used to take a talk about the artifact. Yes, all these people will just make all the whole noise, my brother. And they believe, say, if I say me I start to the I know all of them. These one are people who say still they popular for the media. If I begin mention their name, you go see say all of them now they keep quiet. None of them go come out now, come say, oh, we be talk like this against this man. All the thing where we just talk now, like, make them go delete all the video. The videos then full there. Few people want me to begin bring their video. Maybe they plan for them. Maybe you hear what they talk. How this man take give us go money. He carry those state money. He want go. He gave this man. What they want to take and do blah blah blah. A lot of things. They were saying all sort of things against Governor Obaseki. But at the end of it all, the man now, thank God, God let him go see something. He show him something where they say he need to see. And he can't bring him out so that make it still can't defend the innocent man.
The innocent people, yeah.
All these with EPN people and all of them begin turn around. I don't ask this question tire. If to say the people with them want to bring come, not be to come introduce the whole street, the same character where first they not be the one to introduce to the society.
Yes, no.
So if we really want things to change, as we take the talk, make we all do everything possible to eradicate all these Godfather now you sabi fight, now you sabi keep ballot box, now you get people pass, now you know people pass. Make we eradicate all these issues. With waiting they happen for the society, make everybody not think. If since 1960 where we get independent, Nigeria is still where it is still what it is. We are still running away because there's nothing is functioning. Then what is the use of allowing these people to continue to be our leader? I salute you, brother. I
greet you. One love. I really appreciate the program.
God bless you. Keep on doing what you know
by saying, if we must make Nigeria, Africa, our states great, we need to start by working on ourselves. Because if we don't work on ourselves, at the end of the day, we'll continue to complain about these things when they're already grant. God bless us, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining me. God bless you. Yes, stay blessed. Yes, Prince Idom. Ranomigo, yes, he made the noise short. Then he really get with grudges against Governor Obaseki. He may really short, not be small thing. If you see the whole talk, I think this man, the best they die, the way they take the lie upon him. Governor Obaseki is supposed to be pieces along the road. With the way this man, all of the thing like it. Go even reach whether John Psyche, all of them there. Because I know say all of them, they were all making all sort of noise. But I thank God, the man is out to speak for himself. Not be said and cook him for a mouth now. And I want to appreciate the man as if he come out now come speak. And I appreciate those people who interview, and God will bless them. See the questions whether they put on. You will just they come. Just replay this video, you will understand what we are saying and where we are going and what we are talking about. As the man don't dish am out, I want to beg Mr. Ero, you know, say any moment, if God gets plan for you to become governor of Edo State, na him go know how you go arrange that one. Don't go into there by using money to bribe. One thing I want to tell you, with what happened to you now, Mr. Ero, knowing that God have a reason why he take you to that prison, to go see waiting people they pass through, waiting your people they pass through. These one are people will be saying halal way they make economies of Nigeria they boom, and they are all languishing itself. Some of themselves now you might be surprised. They borrow money, take carry goods, load goods, go Nigeria. At the end, custom, immigration, they seize those goods. They know they use demurrage now to stress them. At the end, those goods now forfeit in the sea, in Apapa or Tinka, or airport. So now some people now they can't go because of that, can't pass through, can't go carry police. Now they take the inside that cell, now they languishing for something they know nothing about, how Nigeria have frustrated them. Then you still come to the commissioner or the ambassador. Thank God you witness it now. They did not come to your own arrival. They did not even come to even fight for you. Nigeria, our commissioner, they leave you there. They disappoint you. What you will still be a whole strong man like that? Then what about innocent brothers and sisters? People will be say they're not here, but will not get name for anywhere. How will those people now, how will they get out from the cell? How will their children recognize them? I want you to do everything, Mr. Ero, sir, do everything possible to say you see these people through. Because if you don't see these people, you don't bring these people, you don't help these people, make them get their freedom. Don't even think about going into politics. Because God in heaven will strike you well. Do everything possible to see these people out. Oh, no audio? Ooh la la. Because this one, when I say I want to talk. But audio did this side. Please, if you are hearing me, let me know. If you are hearing, please don't recheck again if there's no audio, if there's audio, because this one are really important when I want to hammer. Where I really want to talk about. Because we need to send Mr. Ero message. And we need to let him know. Say yes. Let me check. Maybe let me do some connection. Hello, can you hear me now? Is the network okay now, brother? Help me to check, because this one I went to pass the message to Mr. Ero. Because if we just leave on like that, we just keep quiet, things go remain like the way it is. If he can't go chop ogbolo and all those food where politicians they eat, we can't forget our people for inside cell. So I want to let him know there's a purpose why God take him to that place to see waiting if people they pass through. So brother, Prince, help me check if the audio is okay now. Let me know so that I can hear my voice. I can hear my voice. Just let me know if there's still sound. Yes, can you hear me, brother? Just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yes. I think the audio is okay now, brother. Is the audio okay? If the audio okay, let me know. Let me know. I see you. Just say yes, the audio is okay. Yes. Testing it through here. Let me find that. Nigeria. All of them just come out. They don't want to hear Governor Obaseki talk. Yes, can you hear me now? Is the audio okay? That here on Omego video, road video surprise me. Yes, Prince the Dawn. So the audio is okay now. As I did talk. So if you did not watch it in the first place, or you did not start with me, so please just go back so that you can get what the reason why I'm talking this evening, so that you can understand. You don't get it wrong. So you don't see it as if maybe I'm joking or maybe I'm just doing irrelevant things right here. You know, good heart don't do that. So as we talk and they come, Mr. Ero is God make you go to that cell. Oh la la. So I don't know what is always wrong with the network, brother. It's okay, no problem. For this side, it be clear. I don't know what is wrong with the network. I don't know what is wrong with the network. Oh la la, true, there's no network. There's no audio. There's no audio, I don't know. Is there audio now? Recheck, brother, if the thing they okay. People know they always like truth. Whenever you want to say the way it is, they will do everything to short it. Because I know say this phone be day new, the phone be good. So how about now, brother? Help me check if he day okay now, so that I go speak my mind to Mr. Ero, so that he has to follow it up. As he promises, he has to follow it up. Shit, maybe it's network. Why be saying now when it be say I want to have my own side of it, or now this thing can't give me problem. Thank you. Yes. If you just join in, I will want you to please do everything to go back. Sorry for the audio lost. I don't know why. So I believe we always say devil, and we be the devil. You don't know. We just they always go shout devil. Now we by ourselves, because if there is devil, the devil supposed to come and come they commit all the whole thing where we they see. Supposed to come they do all those things where we they talk about. Now we by ourselves they come out go do the thing, because Bible tell us say this our image. Then do want to be his own image and likeness. So I don't see where devil. Now we by ourselves now just they do all this evil against ourselves. If to say we feel just obey God, love our neighbors as ourselves, I think say today we not go get problem. Everybody for they live well, but we not feel do that. We not feel accept that. We all they hate ourselves. Like you see pastors, all of them come out now begin they talk. They talk about all sort of things. How they sack people, the people they sack. The reason why he sack those people, they are not functioning well. With all the crime where the 12 disciples they commit against Jesus Christ, he not sack them. He not sack any of them. All of them still did there. That they follow on. We see sin where they commit, he not sack any of them. Today's generations, now we are the pastors of these days. Now you go to see and say, you are not working well. If they feel come out, come they tell the public say, okay, the reason why I sack this man, you begin give us the reason. This man they fornicate for inside the church. I give this man so church. If they constitute news one for that the church. I give the other one so church. You know the member where bring come, they flog them with cane. I give this one. If then they preach the word of God to them and they are saying it the way it is. Some people day to day, they like to say, they allow offering all those things. Maybe those people they want to do it according to the scripture. That is why the church is not booming. He quickly jump out and begin to tell the whole world, say, he get right. And some people will they defend them. I don't know why people will be defending the things of God. And we go quickly jump out at the same time. They say things of God is spiritual, so you're not supposed to interfere. And when the things today, the way things is today resembles spiritual, no. So the issue of Mr. Ero, so since the audio is okay now, let me go back there. I want you, Mr. Ero, Mr. Ero, do everything possible in your power. If not the last penny you have, do it possible to see all the people that you met in that cell. Thank God they give you their voice and you give them your ears so that they will speak their problem into it for you. And which all of them don't come and I can't talk everything. The purpose, the days I said, exactly some of them, exactly the same reason, the same way they brought you, they arrest you, carry you go the same cell. So how that prosecutor, that man, how they lie against our people, till they go lock them for inside cell, which you are also a victim of the same circumstances. And the same people, they are also finding themselves in the same situation. Mr. Ero, do everything in your power to fight to make sure that those people are being released. This issue of Lai Mohammed jumping out, hearing about artifact, doing everything possible to see, say, yes, he grab those things, now going on, go Abuja. He has to do everything possible to see how he will go bail all these, our brothers and sisters. Go bail all of them. Make the countries where arrest them pay the damages that they have given to our brothers and sisters that who have been in years that are not supposed to be there. Wasted years, wasted time, wasted everything that they have wasted in their life. So to do everything possible to go and see how you will go bail them so that you can go give them freedom. They then go put them for better houses. Go still build houses. Make Lai Mohammed, the information minister, do everything possible to take build better estate for Abuja, where go keep all these our brothers and sisters where they side say. As you are still planning to build a museum in Abuja, make it still do everything possible. Build better houses, better estates, self-contained for each of Nigeria where they want go, when you go bail from inside self because they know no sin. Now still kidnap them. Now disturb them, they still catch them. Go they lock them for inside self. Mr. Lai Mohammed has to go and build every houses for these boys and girls, these men and women, where they say innocently. So make it go build houses for Abuja for them, where you go keep them. As they plan to go build the museum for Abuja, so he has to bail them too. So, Mr. Ero, God sent you to that cell for a purpose, for you to know, say yes, your people, Edo people, Esan people, Ejo Shekiri, the language for sin they know nothing about. The reason why I'm repeating this word is because my brother told me the audio were kind of blunt, so they were not hearing about anything. So that's why I'm repeating it. So if you found out that I'm repeating my word, so pardon me for that. So do everything possible to go quickly, bail these people, fight it to the last blood. If you say your ambition to become something in those state tomorrow or next time, God will do that for you. God has a way, has a mission. The mission he has given you is number one, for you to go to that cell, to go see how our people they suffer for sin they know nothing about. And you see you as the person that who wanted to go and bail these people. That is why he allow you to go there for that mission. So do everything possible to go bail all our brothers and sisters from inside that cell. Fight this commissioner, this man will be saying they lock people unnecessarily. They put all manner of sin, crime they know nothing about upon them. They call them all sort of things. Whereas the Buhari and Fulanis, they are all there, and some Muslims, they are all there killing people, kidnapping, killing, bringing money to the Western world. These people, they did not catch them as people that who are the really kidnapper, killer, drug dealer, and everything. They take Tramadol. They don't see all those people as those things. They see those people because they are bringing Nigeria money to the Western world. So those people are always innocent. So if they cannot find a way to also build estates for all these our brothers and sisters languishing in the Western world, so you should forget about anything that concerns artifact of those states. So please, Mr. Ero, do everything possible before God and man. If you want God to bless you, to take you to that thing that your destiny or whatever point that you are heading towards or whatever you are conceiving to be, if you not do everything possible to go bail our brothers and sisters who are inside cell, God has a way to punish you back, because he has taken you to that place to go see how our people take the suffer, Mr. Ero, how our people, brothers and sisters, did they suffer for inside cell, for seeing them know nothing about. So it's now your turn to do it according to the word of God. How God sent you to there to see them, to go and bail them and do everything to bring them back. talk to the commissioner, our ambassadors that is not functioning, our commissioner, minister of informations and all of them that is not functioning. Use this medium. I don't talk this thing tired. We will be Edo people with all these kind of things. If Nigeria go function today, when I say Edo people, I know, we all know people they travel, Igbo, Edo, Yoruba, not be Hausa people, not be Fulani people. Now we they travel. Seaport go function today, airport they function today, now we they make they function. The people they can't get big belly today, now we they make them get big belly. Police today serve, they live, they function, they feed build house, they feed, they feed buy their shoe, they feed buy their uniform. Now still we, now they make these people they live. Not all this Hausa or the Fulani people. Those people they already stay, they already understand the bush, the desert, how to marry cattle, all those things. They know all those things. They don't already, that is their life. That is why you still see the kind of houses with all the money they have been looting from kidnapping people. You still go check the houses where they'll keep money, carry billions upon billions. Then they inside bush like that on top of it. Has no use to them. So that is their ways of life, our ways of living. So whatever that we, the South Side, the Edo people, what we will feel do to get our seaport. Mr. Governor, Mr. Ero, now opportunity. I know say you'll be S now. Now opportunity now we will take correct all these things. Because if you now really look at, if we get seaport, get light, get good road for Edo State, Edo side, all the South Side zone, we get these three things. I think the remaining one is history, because our people they frustrated. They decide that say now money with them borrow, take load container. At the end the container custom. Outside people they don't season for seaport. Fulani people they don't season for seaport. People that know what they are doing there, all they just know is how to make money. They bring them to that office. You will hear SS, 3 star. You will hear all of them. Then just they don't know what they are doing as a custom officer. They don't know what they are doing as immigration. All they just know is just to make the money. How to change that state of where they meet that office, they have nothing to offer. If you check it, my people, my brothers and sisters, if by now, as Nigerians, as we get power rich, you want to check athletes, you want to check boxing, you want to check everything, name it all, we are the best. And we have minister of all these areas. All these ministers, minister of education, minister of this, all today they don't produce nothing. They don't add to anything. They don't change nothing. They don't introduce nothing. The state remain where it is. Somebody is building a railway to Niger Republic. When that's in Edo State here, where we're supposed to they go reach all those villages where they build railway so that they bring their crops out. They have no idea about it. All they know how to loot it, removing it. Go to that office, go and kill the office. A minister without ambition, a minister without plan, a minister without no vision. So all these things are all useless, equals to useless. So our people, if we want all these things to change, forget about PDP, APC. Let us look for people who believe in the land that God has given to us. A blessed land, blessed soil. A soil where you say you feel just hold get hand, you go get belly. You feel just you feel peace for ground. A woman waka pass there, go dey pregnant. You chop mango, you throw one for ground, the mango go germinate. You chop anything, once you any seed you throw for ground, it go germinate. Today, before we always hear of cashew, we hear of different things, Guava, where we go eat those days, we be say you go eat guava with seed. Appendix and then we go only here and nothing go happen. Some of them not going to get and you go shit out away. All these things now have been eradicated. They have taken them, stolen them, so they are no more functioning. So please, if we bring all these things back, we need somebody that will have this same idea on how to, invest on the land and invest on when I say invest on the land, invest on the people. Water, if you enter some country now, like here now in France, in Paris, water na dey cheaper pass. Water dey cheaper. If you throw away water anyhow, Nigeria and the money to pay for water is very little. But Nigeria, show me one thing where we will feel say yes with the waste because of say the money to pay in a month is very little. Nothing. We not get one thing where we benefit from the all from since we get the independent. We be say yes as a citizen of Nigeria. Say this one I one thing where we say yes. I did this Nigeria. This thing is very cheap. This thing is this because of say we get them for the soil. We get crude oil. We get the petroleum thing. Still, it's still on the high side. I know say sometimes they go come they compare them to the way it be for Western world. Before they compare them, they need to check how the system of the Western world are functioning. It's functioning well. The people here, once you graduate, job is waiting for you. Anything you are doing, being a sweeper in the street, a month ending, you are getting the money. But Nigeria, is it like that? Is it like that? So this is why I want everybody to have a rethink. This one where some northern way be say they benefit from the cartoon where they get for Aso Rock and the people that is functioning, the Malus that is functioning as their leader. This one where they see a club, you still see some of the they say Buhari a waka with leg from how many miles to the other side, nothing happen. When you as a boss of killers, the boss they waka for in parents of boys, what if they for do they go kill them? They made them kidnap them? No. Or God, you will initiate idea of how to kidnap, to the key to destroy. Then you can't waka for their midst, then go kill you. Not be to hail you. When they say in short, allowances they enter their pocket. Then they make money on top of your regime. Everywhere kidnapping. I say a woman is happily going to the market to go and buy something. Then people question the woman. These days you are not just shining. What is the secret? He said, my husband has just gotten a new job. And they can say, what is the name of the job? He said the name of the job is kidnapping. In this present day of Buhari regime, all these kind of things are happening. Then somebody will still get up and say they want these people. Somebody came out and start telling you that kidnapping is not dangerous as somebody that who is focusing on the police. Somebody will kidnap. If I play video for you now, my people, where they kidnap people, then look and say the people don't bring money come. They wait, they demand. They carry cutlass, knife. Then start to cut all of the neck. Start to cut all of the hands. They cut all of them. They cut all of them. Then leave them for a side bush there. These are kidnapping. These are extent kidnappers can go. If somebody physically cover for such a person, is that not enough for you as a South man, as a man where be say you can't allow the same people to come the fight for artifact? A northern where be say they detect gold for Kaduna with private jet they can't spongle out gold away from Kaduna. We the Southerner will not know where they pass. Then detect oil from the same north. We the Southerner will not know how that oil they pass. And those things have been in existence. And they always talk to our people. Just like this issue of artifact. You see Edo people, they pump out like sardine for media. Begin voice out. Hey, Obaseki, hey, Obaseki. Now this Northerner they enter inside now. But Northerner don't detect waiting past all these things for their land for many years. And they have been making those things. They have been selling those things. They have been using those things to live all their days of their life. Black stone and everything, they have been living with it. Black everything. With nobody here, Satan and not hear anything. Only artifact you hear Nigeria, Edo people then jump, come out like Sadi, begin make noise. Today you don't invest, you don't go bring bad people come inside there. I don't know what they always they do most of our Satana. Instead of we to keep quiet, to use those things where God give you that position for those things to be in your position. It does not make mistake. It's not left for you not to use it. It's like sharing a talent to 3 people. Some buried it while some use it. So our Satan people, you will see them. When they see who rich, they go kill them. Then see who they do better, they go kill them. You no book too much for school, they go fly, kill them. You they drive better motor, they go kill them. You they talk well, they go kill you. You then see say you get better vision for where go help the state, then go kill you. You get your skin too shine, then go kill you. You too look beautiful or handsome, then go kill you. Your shape look good, and every other guest not find issue, they go kill you. I don't know what it be certain people. I don't know what it be in a problem. I don't know what you want God to do. And all these same people, then they church now where they are their premises. Now they holy pass. Now they Muslim pass. Still, all this evil full of their mind. that woman, the way he felt poor before, since he pikin just graduate or since he pikin get abroad, the man don dey drive car, the woman don dey wear better clothes, dem go kill am. If they not kill the woman or they'll kill the pikin. I don't know how we now take see progress for such a place. Now we now come team up. Now they begin make match against the government. They team up, they make match against government. Whereas we our own problem, it pass now. So it's not make una think twice. Just like you can see the artifact you are talking about, our moat alone are the things where God leave for us, where our papa leave for us. Those land where they live for us, where we're supposed to build now, where we say white people go come there, come they work out, they pass and they pay money, go they look those moats. As that moat be, as white people don't hear about that moat where our papa dig, that moat is enough where we say go they generate money for those states. Because that moat were one moat where they use honorary bare hand to dig. And that moat protect Edo people, protect Edo state very well. When war comes, it be hard them to pass that moat. So it's enough where we say they go create as a tourism center, tourist center where we say white people, other country, even African country, they want to see that moat. How people take dig and how it happen. Then where we supposed to they're supposed to make all the image of those our papa and mama will dig that moat. Congo moat they put for inside the moat. Put them for inside everywhere for inside the moat. Where we say come build around. Where we say white people on the world. We not fit do that. So artifact where we say we not even know how they take do one. Now not even know what it be. Whether the people they don't change and now counterfeit they put for now where they want bring come back for now. We not know. Then we not that one and go they fight put. Now that one can generate money come. Now that one now the hope on say one can change those states. What it be no problem? I don't talk to all these our chiefs. Our chiefs. About talk you need to check the chief where surround you. Some of them are Papa Curtis, father of destruction, father of all sort of manner of things that is happening. People who don't fair be bad guy when their papa they are alive. Today now you expect them to continue to be a good person surrounding the palace. No, they will continue to remain that destruction where their parents were before now. So all these things need to be put in check to know the kind of people surrounding our palace and surrounding every good people out there. Because today so many things are happening because of carelessness and greed, because of selfish interest, the personal interest or self-centered things. We be say only me. Where only you want one reach for a whole community. Only you want begin sell land for a whole community. Only you want be the chief. Only you want be the no-gay. Only you want be the jungle. You only want be the CDA. You want be the only one controlling everything. Do party and make only you want stay. It's impossible. If you allow everybody reach, you go to do party, you go to do marriage, you go hear mama the other one they bring their gift they come. Papa the other one they bring gift they come. You go outside, you see cars load where they can't follow you celebrate your daughter marriage. How will that look when you are watching the video? The way they keep people so. How will that looks like? They say the beauty of any gathering or any ceremony, now the crowd, now the people where it come and they make that thing they look beautiful. Mostly when you come to Edo State now, all the good people, rich people, it be like make all these their domains, what they call Papa while all of them when they begin castigate all of them they talk. I know some of them and they know where they meet each other. You know, if all these people were having a mist to come to be listening to people like us in the media, today they I believe those money they have that is in their position, therefore maybe think of how to utilize it well. And to begin to use media to touch those our boys and women, mothers and fathers that who are in one way or the other decide to be wicked to step or to neighbor or to their co-wife, Maria or whatever. Where's now here the chop, they add the chop. You be first wife, second wife, whatever. Some certain things is not by mistake. It happened because there is a reason for it. You go see them, you go see some parents, he go do everything possible to take a destiny of the first one and carry it because people don't understand things are happening. Carry and go give your own. And your own, when you go give one, you don't know how to make use of it. those things, those blessings will be dead on arrival. That is why you see the society today, everything is crumbled. So if you would have allowed who know how to use it, it's like this artifact we are talking about now. There are people that who that artifact will be in their position now. They will use it, that artifact will produce better day. There are people you will give it to now, that artifact will remain dormant and useless and will not be useful. We just go back to the cave, where the prison, lock and back to prison. Instead of it to be generating something better, it will be there without generating nothing. Just like some people now, you see some people now, they are already blessed. Some people are blessed. How? They are blessed. They have what it takes to use 1 naira to become 100 naira. But they just need that 1 naira. But they cannot get it. Then who have that 1 naira? We keep it. Say, no matter if I give this person now, I know say this person get the knowledge to use that 1 naira to become something. If I give 1 naira, it go come rich. It go come dey shine. Forgetting that if that 1 naira now you keep on between your position, you not use them. You even use and trade. The 1 naira cannot produce nothing. Enough it bear nothing. It go remain that 1 naira year in, year out. But I didn't be you give it to that person that who will use that 1 naira to become 100 naira. By then, you yourself, that person will come back in return to be a blessing to you. It will begin, even if he won't come give you, if he come your party, if he come at your sick bed, if he come at any time maybe you are in need of, and say, you are the one that helping. So I want to bless you back with 1,000 naira. And 1 naira you give him. You can see, say, everything that goes around will comes around. So, but you will see with the side, you will see them. Then go say, for me to allow this, for me to give her this thing to give this person, make it become somebody. The best thing, I let her remain there. Just like the artifact now. For somebody now to let that thing now to be a blessing, they want it to remain there so that they produce nothing. Some people have knowledge on how to even build better road. You go see them, they go say, no way, if I go give one now in that family, I know them from all sides. I know them, I know that family. They are that boy, that man or that woman, where they want to go give that thing to, he have the knowledge to use that, to build that road to be a better road. But if I go give one, that family will not rise. They will can't get money. So for that reason, I will not give it to him. I will not give him that contract, or I will not give him that money. You not give him. That family is poor. Tomorrow, you now be neighbor, because even if you like, you travel to anywhere, you are already a neighbor. So at the end, if you want to do anything, which people you want to invite, you must still go back there and say, mama this person, papa this person, my pikin want do marriage, my pikin want graduate, my pikin want do this, my pikin be the sick, they need money to take care in cancer. Now these people you go meet, because you already know that they already know you, that you will go and beg them or say this thing to them. They will give back to you in one way or the other. They must come back and give to you. Why they will give to you? Because they don't get. But now you make those people not to have anything, not to get that opportunity, and they are poor. Who will you go and cry to? They will come media, come they make noise, hey. And una don't fail commit all these things. Then tomorrow you wait for God or government to change all these things. Everything will be said today, they out there. It has already been given to us for free. But it's just that our greed, wickedness, he get massive, man. I'm not gonna let this person better pass me. I'm not gonna let this person. Why be say anytime if we go out as a girl, as a babe, now always her and that they see. Now only her that they see. You know, say as they see her, only her. If not go party or not go out. Tomorrow, if she become a blessing, she's now rich. There is no way you go to do party where not go invite you. So inside that position of doing that party now in the midst of a big man, people that who are wedded, he go come invite you, my old friends. Then you will come that party. Now there somebody will come say, I need your friend too. I need person like you. You know, I know how they be now. From there, you can say, I get friend, my friend never married. My friend, my girlfriend, that girl good, is a bit this, is a bit that. We can introduce you to that person. But that time where you know allow them to get that opportunity where God give them now. Tomorrow, you also don't terminate your own blessing. You don't in one way or the other destroy yourself. Wey be say today, some of una can't remain those age, still they in set off, and still they look for hope. They go night vigil to night vigil, prayer to prayer. Go they allow people wey be say wey get wahala pass you, they lay their hand upon your head. They tell you say this year you must marry, this year you go make money, this year you go go abroad. Are you not surprised the year go end? All those things not they come to pass. Is that not enough for you to understand that mistake you made that time? Now which they worry. It's like area now. It's youth grow together in area. Instead of una now to share una love together, una continue let that love they go smoothly. Una go they find everything to take destroy that love, to take destroy the shining one among una, to take destroy that one wey be say they always they play better football. That one wey be say they brilliant, wey be say sabi well, wey God bless. Una go find every means to destroy. If you not even get opportunity to bring somebody that who have what it takes to occupy that office, una no go allow that person enter there. You now do everything to make sure say no enter there. Not knowing as you help him, he can't go there. That relationship una get from childhood, he go still let that blessing come reach your body in one way or the other. Cubana. Una not hear how he say it start. He give to people. The people are today are not giving back. That is how life is. So, which any way you might see it, whenever you find yourself in a position, the people you grew up with, the house you are in, as a second wife, first wife, third wife, do everything possible to see everybody the same. The children you gave birth to and the one you did not give birth to, the same. Because these people will later become a blessing in one way or the other to each other and to you will be that parents. Because no matter how it be, it must be a blessing. When their child is trying to go astray, bring it together and straighten him or her, so that tomorrow, if all these people, you invite people, you need people to grace your birthday, your party, your whatever you are doing, your ceremony. These are the people that will make that area be beautiful. When there is no people, ceremony become useless. No matter whatever food, whatever money you post, you put in there, it will become useless. Where there's nobody speaking about how that person be or whatever that you are, there's nobody picking those money that you are spraying, those money will become useless. Where there's nobody eating those food will become useless. Those kind where there's nobody, no better people to come enter inside that canopy. You see people they come from one corner the canopy, then be like no money to spray. You musician will play all the life, play all the whole blood out of his body. The place will become useless. Camera will record nonsense. But when you allow blessings to flow, people will let that thing flow. That gathering will become beautiful. So now small word, neither they talk. If you enter the head or the body, it will become blessing. So it's always good joining good heart because you have a lot to benefit. So Mr. Aro now bring us into this issue. The reason why Mr. Aro bring us into this issue, and the reason why I can't long reach like because of the audio we called before. So Mr. Aro issue now bring us in because I watch a lot of social media presenter where then they castigate Governor Obaseki. Say now he do everything where they tell lock Aro. He give her money laundry. He do this or he do that. He ain't nothing where they not talk against Governor Obaseki. At the end, the man is out now to speak for himself that the governor did not know nothing. The governor even questioned him. Are you innocent? Did you hear that word? He asked him when he called him, he called us and said, are you really innocent? If you are innocent, then I will be in to make sure I solve the problem. Governor Obaseki has always said, often said, it's a blessing to Edo State. I did be Edo people who now allow the people where did they come to take position. I think now here now say whether the federal government they want to do everything now. People where they use a generator, generator. Then they pay B. Those State if they don't tell them they want to introduce that, they don't even introduce them for long time. People will get borehole. all those people who be want bring, they be don't introduce that thing. This time, shit will not be the shit for toilet, una for the pay. As they don't, not where they be not introduced before, we una not know, because some of una no hustle for those states before una come out. So una not know what they. We also we know what they talk. There is no amount of things where they're not introduced into the system before now. Some of those things don't die. Sometimes I'll see people, they complain now. Hey, I buy ticket. Bus driver, I just laugh. If una go see before now, that didn't be they come back, una for understand. Una for know what they call hungry lion. How they for take them, because they are coming to come and make money. They are not coming to come and be a blessing, to come and be useful to the society. They are not coming to come and build anything for that state, neither to repair or neither to have anything to give to the citizen. Where the citizen tomorrow they'll come, they give back to the state. Nothing. They don't get anything upstairs. All they have is how to consume, only to consume, collect and consume. That is all. Build on top of dust without no foundation. So in such a community, what are you expecting? Is that not enough? I never see and say some people they will sell land finish for community, sell all land with all the money they sold and all the plots they sold, all the land they sold. There is no place where they build. Say this one are school. This one now where they produce this. This one are fabric where they put for grant. This one are school where this say student they go. This community then give them free, make people they go there. Student they go, make people they go. This one are road where they tie. They put street light pass them in 1 day. So now all these people now be they expect to come back, and they are still pumping up now to come back in 2023. And when they come, then they call revenge. They are not coming to come up to come and to come and give anything to una for those states. Then they come for revenge. So if you allow these people to come back, you will have yourself to blame. The state will have itself to blame. It will be bloody everywhere, confusion everywhere. Because we need somebody where will be say yes, and they come to power. The purpose why I'm coming to power is to come and change the narrative, to come and change the ideas of the people, that you as a citizens of those states, you go fit build more too. It's just for you to come into this technical school. You go fit take this tree to turn to blessing. It's just for you to enter this technical school. We feed they produce. We feed they go the villages. Tie road reach there. Our crops then go they bring and come they change them to blessings. All these things, we can be doing chocolate, we can be doing everything. We get cocoa, we can be doing a lot of things. So these are the kind of people we need in the system. Not those who will come and buy land, sell all our land, go build mansions, build hotel in Abuja, in Dubai, go buy companies for London. Not be those kind of people we need anymore. Not be all those kind of people who will come and destroy our land. We need people that who will be investing on the land. This one's supposed to be everybody focused. So I believe I have spoken your mind. And I believe I have given you those things that you need. If you now make use of them, now go smile at last. Just as I still talk during a road time, today I believe a road have given it to us as I talk as good heart and some other good people talk on those days. They could not leave God no Obaseki, make it work. Those states, they the position where they today, not be today the thing start. It don't take. Show me one thing. Tell me one thing where they function. Will be say you have an office to go question, say engineer, that road, this street light, this light we somewhere put for road, this water fountain we put for ring road, why not the function? They say now you fix them. Show me where the office they don't there anywhere. You can't get it anywhere. So that is why our money always embezzle, because they know say tomorrow nobody will question them. Nobody will question them how they spend the money. So we need people that who we can question. So God bless everyone, and God bless Mr. Ero. Do everything possible to do it possible. Drive line Mohammed. Make it fair. If you want, come look at our artifact. May go bail all our brothers and sisters from the prison in Western world. Then before you come talk about artifact, he has artifact that is even more than the artifact they have been debating on now in the cell. So you should go there to go and build them and build a standard hair state for all of them. We then go stay as in the think about music too. God bless the house and God bless the listener and everybody who take the word and the message to where it's supposed to be and the hand that shares. God bless you all. Bye bye for now.